According to, of course, the former royal known as Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, well, this truly speaks volumes about exactly how Prince Harry's family, yes, that's right, the birthday boy himself, the Duke of Sussex, how his family truly feel about her. But truly, should this come as anything of a shock? As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you for taking the time out to join me. By the way, I'm glad you've enjoyed our Brighton escapades. Yes, the one on the bus. Impossible. I mean, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people contact me from Brighton saying, yes, the roads are quite bad. Bad, steep, let me tell you. You get to the top of those roads, it's like being on a roller coaster. And you're kind of thinking, wow, I hope this driver knows what he's doing. You know what I mean? Really frightening, actually. But well worth, despite what people say online, well worth a visit round. There's lots of Regency stuff there. And if you're a history buff, it is interesting. The only downside, I would say, is the demise of the beautiful West Pier. Somebody should have done a lot more to save that, because it really was a wonderful piece of structure, architecture, whatever you want to call it. And just to let it rot into the sea, well, the council there at that time should be ashamed of themselves. We'll never get the like of that again. Some might say we'll never get the like of this again, of course. Somebody like Meghan Markle marrying into the British monarchy. But might say also that's a blessing in disguise. Who am I to comment? Of course. But what's fascinating about this, as we all know, Meghan, when she married into it, said she was going to hit the ground running, and she was quite happy to give up that illustrious acting career, one that nobody could actually kind of pinpoint down, the sort of thing, little bit middling in Suits, all of that. And then, of course, she decided very quickly to get her voice heard. Vogue magazine omitted, of course, our brilliant monarch Queen Elizabeth from that. All sorts of things. Then it came out with the Oprah that, she'd made Catherine cry, Catherine had made her cry. Petty stuff. And this is now really the life that Prince Harry is leading. The recent birthday boy hit 40, and you can imagine, as I told you the other day, desperate to be still recognised, desperate to cling on to some royal structure. So much so that his team contacted at least the BBC, offering some kind of mission statement to let the world know that he's still relevant, and more importantly, people should be interested in him. And then on the big day itself, well, there we had it in black and white, or in digital platform, whatever you want to call it. There was a message from, of course, the royal family on the digital platform wishing the Duke of Sussex a very happy birthday, alongside a cake emoji. Now, a lot of people are asking me, and whatever other people say, nobody truly knows whether there was a conversation at this point between His Majesty the King and, of course, his youngest son. I would surmise, being King Charles and he's a nice guy, I'm sure he made that effort. He would reach out, but be very careful about what he could say, because you never know if it's recorded and all that sort of stuff. That's now the fear factor embedded in the Sussexes. But according to that well-placed source, the bottom line is this: Meghan hit literally the fury button. And it's over the fact that only recently, August in fact, that she hit her birthday, and nobody actually bothered to acknowledge that. Now, the reason behind this is she's not really a part of the royal family. But according to that source, Meghan basically sees this as exactly the whole way that his family have treated her and see her, some kind of underling, a bit of an annoyance, that type of stuff. And if they could do it for Harry, simply why couldn't they do it for her? Now, what I find fascinating about this particular thing is, why on earth would she think she's that relevant that the British monarchy have to detail that? They don't do it for everybody, and this was really a very special occasion, a milestone in the Duke's life. Now, you only have to surmise and think, don't you? How difficult must it be if you are Prince Harry, married to the Princess of Pushy, who seemingly can never ever be happy. Whatever they do is the wrong thing. And now Harry, tragically, has to live with it. It is going to be a difficult next decade if he plans to stick around that long, alongside, of course, the former royal known as Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Either way, she's not happy. But then, can anybody pinpoint a moment she was? Neil Sean in the very heart of Yorkshire.